It's required that you have mom underline the words on this table. This is diversified in the top gaining stock. It's required that you sell your mutual funds also, or we'll use some excess amount from selling this way above what we're buying the other one for to get all of these now. Obviously, the first one has a deadline. It's a table of interrelatedness, similar to a Madame Curie's discovery that filled in what centuries of scientists were trying to make the table of the elements. Your table of having a quote from a computerized Rocket Mortgage set side by side Armstrong Street and South Eugene Josh Cooley's address in your email, and have their seeing the form now. The audio recording of the heavy object hitting that is gang menacing destroying of the piece, because the new technique is to add many, many houses onto this size lot, meaning it's double the value of what I said. It's 612,000 value rather than 307. 307 cash is obtainable by you informing Phil that he can provide the buyer of his choice. We will take it now, the 307, or advertise worldwide to get the 612 that we could get. We're giving them a 50% discount by buying it today. He can get his same colluding gang members to pad his offering you the money. So prior to taking in the agreement, you're not letting the on-site overpopulation and legislation announced today from Salem of allowability of auxiliary structures on a city lot in order to combat the rise of population from exodus people going to Canada. Get the title now. You can have Angela live there, and I can go to Canada myself. Belgium and other destinations. We're not staying in a felonious, gang menaced area using heavy metal bashing under the guise of manipulation by your malpracticer. Yeah, there's a piece of sap on the floor. Malpractice, manipulation of coercion by you is the new conflict of interest, consumer fraud, faulty barrierizing of your government purchase offer form to favor who had already been there for 3 generations. It does not take rocket science to know that the discrimination of the formerly here prior to us against newcomers who are also elderly, the factor of dollar amount of value of the lawsuit for faulty metal pipings hidden by the inspector is socially responsible for you to conduct, along with your homeowner's insurance, of the stripped foliage theft causing erosion that caused the foundation to be inflicting unnecessary repetitive motion damage to my spine, which I've chosen the South Eugene Josh Cooley site, so you won't have to process your receipts that I'm part of your basis of earnings, that it's my paper doing the work of a computer that get your quote side by side. Armstrong Street is the same foreclosure mechanism as this, the lowest ball price, so you repeat use of your paperwork. Menacing, but them hitting is on record, and our Chambers Company referral lawyer, being the nearest and the oldest associate in their family, to give them the adult sign is where the authorities would prefer to hide the way they make money, because they don't have a stock chart that they work on day and night. Stands to reason, since you won this bidding, from my analysis of the quality of features advertised, which was all we could go by, in correlation to the dollar amount they were asking, that you need more than one offer conceived of by the seller who is eliciting a figure free to get information other than you are censoring my business prowess. And I have 4 certificates in small business and in home ownership, certificates of completion of the courses to add to my MAIS Masters of Communication, is why I can give you the information you would think if you had a peon for a child, they wouldn't be able to do this. You underestimated the intelligence of my ability because I've been suppressed and oppressed without proper childcare or housing my entire career. Have this processed along with the HomePath Roseburg warmer climate. Now, you're selling this at no less than $307 cash today. At the same time, you offer on the low buy down of Armstrong, which leaves you enough money to memory care your mental ill Alzheimer's patient who's been manipulated, contorted, and given false information is constituted a hate crime by the malpracticer. She divulged personal and wrong because she's been on medication. Her word is hearsay, and she was manipulated by the malpracticer for economic gain for the city group who hires her. Job security for them has mangled with pesticide my organic sunflower growing project that was to be done on this land, which the city manager stripping foliage causes unnecessary volatility to the gas oversized heating unit that is endangerment of infrastructure, and large trucks bashing is sinisterly, clandestinely corrupt.